So you knock on the door, and as you see the person, you walk over and you let them know, hey, I'm just stopping by. You don't even say, hi, my name is, or how are you doing today? None of that conversation happens because this person just got to know you. You stop by and say, hey, I'm just stopping by to let you know that your neighbor just sold their home. Your neighbor just got their home into contract. Your neighbor just listed their home. And you're going to recite the information on, again, I'm teaching you how to have a conversation out of nothing. We're creating something out of nothing. So, hey, I'm just stopping by to let you know your neighbor just listed the home, just sold the home, or they just got it into contract. We're letting them know that quickly, giving it to them. After that conversation happens, you're scooting over, you're showing them the flyer, and you're reciting the information on the flyer. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, da, 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 da. It was listed for this much, sold for that much. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that great? Is the question you're going to be asking them. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome? Wait for their response. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's selling for that much in this area? Oh my gosh, yeah. And then depending on the response, if they're like super elated, they're super excited, you're going to go along with the flow. Isn't that amazing? I can't believe it. I know it's so great. Which model do you have? Which model is your model? You have to ask that question next. Write that down. Which model is your model? Because when you ask them, if you ask them if they own or rent, automatically, let me ask you a question, Des, or let me ask you, yeah, Des, let me ask you a question. If I knocked on your door right now and I handed you a flyer and I just strictly gave you the information, I'm like, yo, Des, your neighbor just listed their home for sale. It's 2-bedroom, 3-bath. They're listing it for $500,000. And I just wanted to share the information with you. Isn't that cool? You're like, yeah, that's really cool. How do you feel when I ask you, so Des, do you rent or do you own? How do you feel?
Uncomfortable.
Yes. Yes. Yep. There you go. That's the perfect answer. Uncomfortable. Your guard automatically comes up. You don't want to ask someone if they rent or if they own. Dude, I just met you, bro. Like, who are you showing up in this brown turtleneck trying to ask me if I live or rent here? You don't know nothing about my life, bro. Like, chill. So you don't want to have that conversation with these people. What you do want to ask them is the other question, because that's going to bring their guard back down. And they're going to be like, well, I have this model. I have that model. Now you understand. And they might even say something like this. Chances are, if they're a renter, chances are your response is going to be this. Trust me, I knocked on thousands of doors. My team knocks on hundreds of doors. These are the responses that they're getting when they're knocking on doors. If you ask them which model they have, they say something like this. Oh, we actually don't own this place. I don't know what model we have. You know what? We're just renting. We've all been renting for a little while. But if they own the property, they're super proud of which model they have. They're like, oh, I have the plan 2, or it's the 3-bedroom model. It's the one that has 1,500 square feet. I have the model that has this. Like, oh, no, that's the nicer model, isn't it? Yeah. When did you guys purchase it? And then you start going down your sales questions. When did you buy it? What made you guys move into the area? When are are you guys considering moving to a different location? If you were to move, when would you move? And then you're getting all their motivation at the very end. When they're done, you ask them the sales question. Hey, let me ask you a question, Natalie. So if I can help you list and sell this home at the top of the market, bye guys, have a good night, good day. If I can help you guys list and sell this home at the top of the market, if I can help you do that, then, and help you buy the next home, the 2-bedroom, 1-bath property that they just got done telling you about, if I can help you go from this to this, would you consider your options sooner rather than later? Would you consider your options sooner rather than later? And depending on how the conversation is going, you can be ultra aggressive right here, or you cannot be aggressive. You can say something like, let's say if they're vibing with you and you're super excited and you guys are in conversation, they're answering everything, they own the property, it's been over 2 years, you guys are having a really good conversation, then you might want to say, when you're having that conversation, you might want to say something like, you might want to peek inside the door and be like, oh, wait, I saw that you have this right here, right? Start something up, just lean into the home a little bit, take a look. I'm like, oh, wow, you have that one. And then chances are some of them might be like, oh, why don't you come in and take a look? Okay, and I come in. And then when you walk inside of the home, have your notebook ready, you're taking notes. Act like you're taking notes. Oh, wow, you have these kind of ceilings, you have this kind of window, you have that kind of floor, and you're taking notes on everything. Oh, okay, great. Wow, 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 wow. And then what's your loan balance? Your loan balance is this much. Okay. And if you guys were to sell, how much are you hoping to get? I didn't say when you sell. I didn't say all that. I just said, if you were to decide to sell, how much would you guys want to get? If, because in her head, she's like, oh, if. Obviously the agent knows I'm not trying to sell my house, but if I were to sell, I would want this much. Now you're pulling the motivation as you're walking to the home with them. Now let's just say, Gabe, they're not letting me inside the house. I'm asking about it. That's okay. But they're giving me the information that I want. When I'm like, oh, which model do you have? Is it this one? Is it that one right there? You're looking around, all that kind of conversation. At that point, say, okay, look, well, since you are open to your options sooner rather than later, here's what I'm going to do. Summarize the conversation. Summarize it. I'm going to work on determining the value of your home. I'm going to get us in contact with a lender so they can determine how much you would qualify for. All this should take about 20 minutes over the phone. We'll get you the information. Look at my head. We'll get you the information. And then once you have it, you and your husband decide what you guys want to do. You and your wife decide what you want to do. I'll check back in with you guys in a couple of days. And we'll just see how it goes from there. Sound good? They're like, oh my gosh, it sounds so good. I'm trying to make it feel and seem like I don't need your business. I don't care. My job is here strictly to help you. That's what I want them to feel. I want them to feel not pressured. So when I'm using my tonality and my hands and my facial gestures, all that, I'm just getting them to do one thing at the end of the day. I'm getting them to do one thing. Ready? This is what I'm getting them to do. Like me. That's it. I want them to like me and be like, damn, that little Hispanic stud over there, he was a smooth little talker, wasn't he? That boy showed up with big old goatee and little turtleneck, whatever he had on. And I like that guy. Like, honey, don't you like him? He's like, yeah, I like him, baby. I like him too. Like, call him over next, right? I just want them to like me. That's it. Because when I call back, I'm the cool, not aggressive, not commission breath. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that was chill, cool with you. I just got you some info and I'm going to bounce back out and I'll see you later. That's the conversation you need to have when you're talking to people and you're knocking on the doors. Remember, the objective of cold knocking in a place that you don't have a listing, knocking in a place you don't have an escrow, cold knocking when you're doing that. See, when you're warm knocking, you have a listing, you have an escrow, you have a reason to do it. When you're cold knocking, the whole objective is just to get them to like you. That is it. And then when you get them to like you, you follow up. Here's the important part though, the follow up. You got to follow up with these people. So we just got done talking about knocking. We talked about the script when you're knocking. We talked about how to act and speak when you're knocking. Now let's talk about the follow up. When we're discussing the follow up aspect, it's very important. Every single person who took time to speak to you, every single person who took time to speak to you receives a thank you card, a handwritten thank you card. Here's why. Ready? You get a thank you card, and here's what you're gonna say in the thank you card. Hi, Natalie, it's Gabe. Just wanted to say thanks for taking the time to speak with me the other day. I'm looking forward to being a resource for you in real estate. Like I said, we'll chat soon. Other than that, have a good day. Very simple. I'm looking to be a resource for you this year. Very important that you add that. I'm looking to be a resource. You don't talk about selling, buying, you're gonna buy, or we're not talking about that. Hey, it was really nice chatting with you. I'm looking to be a resource for you this year. Have a good week. And if you have the budget, add a $5 Starbucks gift card inside of it. Thanks. Hey, Alondra, I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to talk to me outside the door. I'm looking forward to being a resource for you in 2023. Have a coffee on me. Have a good week. Have a cup of coffee on me. Have a good week. And you leave that for them. And then guess what? When you go back and knock on the door, when you just sold it, or when you call for the appointment and all that, hey, I'm just calling to schedule the appointment with the lender. Hey, by the way, I sent you something in the mail. Did you get it? Automatically, their state changes from wherever they were in to, oh my gosh, I did get your card. You hadn't written it and you gave me a $5 Starbucks gift card. Their state changes instantly. And they remember who you are. And because look, if you call someone on a bad day, I don't care how much they like you, it's still a bad day. And there's been a bunch of times in my life where I've had a bad day and someone calls me, I'm like, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to this person, right? But I got to snap. I'm a salesperson. I got to snap at it and be like, hi, good to talk to you again, right? You got to do that. Your clients aren't going to do it. They have a bad day. They're going to have a bad day. And they're not going to be nice, especially when a cold knocker calls them. They're not going to do that. But when you call them and you say, hey, I sent you something in the mail. Did you get it? Their mind goes like, I did get it. And they get all happy. And you take them out of this negative state. And psychologically, you've taken them from a negative state to a very positive place. And they're very, very happy. Okay. They get that thing, and then you get on the phone and you schedule an appointment. Hey, I just wanted to call you, check in and say hi. I told you I'd check back in. Are you available this day, this time? Or I'm just confirming our appointment on this day, this time. That's what happens. And oh, by the way, in a couple of days, I'm going to be dropping off something at your front door. Make sure you get it. I'll call you in 2 days to make sure that you received it. You go back to the house, drop off the CMA in their home so they can see how much their home is worth with the net sheet. 2 days later, like you said you would. Me personally, I don't like mailing it. I like to drop it off at their front door, and I put it in a manila envelope, and I write special delivery on the outside across it, big black marker, special delivery. I put it outside their front door. One day after that, hey, hey Alondra, hey Natty, hey Nadia, it's Gabe again. How's it going? Hey, I just wanted to quickly call you. I'm not pestering. I'm not overstaying my welcome. I'm not engaging in too much conversation. I'm adding quick value. No one at the very beginning wants to be best friends with their financial partner. No one wants to be with their CPA. I don't want to be your best friend. I just want you to make sure my money doesn't get screwed over. My financial planner, I don't want to talk to you about your weekend when I first meet you. I just want you to do your job and make sure my taxes are taken care of. Same thing with these people. Some of them don't want, most of them are not going to want to be in a relationship with you quickly. Don't call them and start pandering and having a big old conversation and what you saw this photo on their window reminded you of them. You thought about them last week. That's weird. Don't do it. Just call them and say, hey, be the professional. Hey, hey, Miguel, just wanted to call you. I dropped something off at your door a couple of days ago. Did you get it? Oh, Miguel, yeah, that's right. Hey, man, I got the package. Awesome. I just wanted to double check that you received it. I look forward to meeting you on Friday at our appointment with the lender. Sounds good, man. I'll chat with you then. Cool. Have a good day. Boom. Now they're associating you with, in their mind, psychologically, references, right? Because that's how people develop beliefs. Damn, this is going to go into a deeper conversation. Okay, ready? Stick with me. I'm on a good one. Ready? Check this out. Beliefs determine actions. Actions determine results. Beliefs determine actions. Actions determine results. I'll give you proof. The two countries that are at war, Middle East, right? They're always fighting, always at war, all that kind of stuff, right? And most of it is over religion and territory, land. And this is how strong belief is. Ready? Belief is so strong that you can get someone who's healthy, normal, to get into an airplane, crash it, because they believe it's the right thing to do for their religion. You can get someone to believe mass shootings and XYZ, not to get too deep onto it, but I'm giving you an extreme example. People are willing to do this because of their religion. Countries will wage wars against one another because they believe their religion is right and yours is wrong. That's how strong belief is. Let me ask Alondra a question. Alondra. Damn. All right, we got 2 minutes. Let's wrap this up. All right, Alondra. If you believed your car was going to break down on the freeway today and it was going to, all your wheels were going to fall off, if you believed that and you knew it, you were certain it was going to happen, would you hop in your car today?
Hell no.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
But no, thank you. But Alondra, because your car, and we cancel that in the name of Jesus, we cancel that.
Yeah.
But because we know your car is healthy and it's safe and it's protected and God's anointing's all over it, and we know you're going to be safe, if you believe it, you jump in your car and you drive.
Of course.
Okay. So we know that when we believe something, you take actions and the actions determine results. Listen to this. You want your clients to believe you're not annoying. You want your clients to believe that you're a person of value. You want your clients to believe that when your name populates on the phone, it's going to be a fun, cool, quick conversation. You want them to believe that, because if they believe that, they're going to take action. They're going to pick up the phone and actually speak to you. And then you're going to get the deal afterwards. But if your client believes that you're annoying, that your breath stinks, that you talk about X, Y, and Z, if they believe those things and they associate you with something negative, they will not take action. Matter of fact, they will take action. It's the action that you don't want. So very important what we're talking about today. Everything we talk about. So door knocking, conversation starter, just listed, just sold in escrow. We discussed the conversation that we're going to have, because in this market, contacts are going to win. We need more postings on social media, more emails going out, more door knocking, more open houses, more phone calls. Today, we talked about door knocking. Have the conversation. 2 days later, write the thank you card, call them a day afterwards. Hey, did you get it? Quick conversation, cool. Send them a CMA 2 days after that. Hey, did you get my CMA? Quick, cool. Hop off the phone. Now they associated you with someone they want to talk to. And maybe they don't schedule the appointment. Maybe it's like, I'm not ready right now, but down the road I will be. Hey, that's okay. If you're all right with it, look, I'm not a pushy sales guy. If you're okay with it, I just want to give you some information on the value of your home. I'm going to drop it off on Thursday and make sure that you get it. Does that sound fair? Would you be offended if I dropped off a CMA at your house? Does that sound fair? We're like, oh yeah, that sounds totally fair. Cool. I'll give you a call afterwards. And then a call, hey, did you get it? Yeah, I got the TMA, man. Thanks for sending it over. Like I told you, we're not interested in selling it. Totally get it. Honestly, if you're not ready to sell, I don't even want you to sell. But I do want to be a resource for you. So just to give you a quick heads up, Natalie, I will be checking in on you once every 3 months or so on what's happening in your neighborhood. And I'll also keep you posted on what's happening with the sale. Sound good? Sounds good, man. Then you knock on the door when it goes into escrow. You knock on the door when it sells. You're calling this guy one every quarter, giving him a quick update. He likes you, you're a person of value. And you do this with enough people, the way I'm telling you to do it. In 6 months from there, you will have an abundant amount of listings, that you just poached from some other agent because the other agent wasn't doing what we teach you in the winner's circle, which is to follow up with your clients. Because you're over there taking their clients, you're loving on them, and you yank them, you get the listings, you teach what we teach you here with your CRMs, with your follow-ups, with your social media, you end up getting more business, you make more money, your hubby loves you, your wife loves you, your kids love you, I love you, everyone loves you. It's just a good old deal. Okay. Woo! All right. Any other questions? I gotta bounce right now.
That was amazing. I'm going door knocking right now.
Let's go. Yes. Any other questions? I think that can help answer support for you guys.
That was amazing, Gabe. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah,
You
that
guys are
was
very
good.
welcome. Let's take a big
Very
screenshot,
motivating.
everyone.
Blessings,
big
everybody.
screenshot. Smiles on, smiles on. Let's have a productive Friday. Here we go. Ready, everyone? Camera. I got Dolores on there. I got Alondra. I got Des. I got Natalie. Here we go. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Let's post it and tag each other, guys. Have a healthy, happy, productive
Awesome.
weekend. God bless. We'll chat with you guys soon. Let's go. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.